Ham, historian, the World Book, we like to call them. What kind of started your love or into college hoop? Because Ham from Memphis, so we know how Memphis Tigers, how that is. But was that it, or was it what just kind of brought it all
It,
in for
it was that just off the rip because we have no major league sports here, growing up. So Tiger basketball, Memphis wrestling with Jerry Lawler. And they shared the same building, the Mid South Coliseum. So anytime you was able to go to the Coliseum or watch, action from the Coliseum on TV, the whole city was tuned in. Tiger basketball and Memphis wrestling got some of the best ratings that the city of Memphis could ever put out because what everybody was into the same thing. Funny but true story. My uncle, my mom's youngest brother, grew up in Memphis and South Memphis, Westwood area, but he grew up a Louisville fan in the city of Memphis.
how?
And my uncle's an asshole like that though. you know?
Okay.
I'm gonna send him this link too. Because he tunes in, he watches us too. So, but just understanding what that rivalry was then, and then combining that with Memphis wrestling, Jerry Lawler was a rival to whoever he was paired and matched up with, and that's what Memphis and Louisville was. So it's like Saturday afternoon, you get the wrestling on Saturday mornings, and then follow that at noon, 12:30, 1 o'clock, Memphis State, Louisville. It was like all the time like that. But then even with that, I'm around Pops. Pops is serious hoop head to that level, and this is at the advent of ESPN. So you getting Big Monday, Super Tuesday, the whole lineup just throughout the week. I literally grew up on Dick Vitale, growing, and promoting the game of basketball in that way. So it was hooping on, and not just Pops. Moms was even with it too. Moms was a Big East basketball fan. Love Georgetown and John Thompson. Love to see them beat Syracuse and things of that nature. So I'm always around it. And if it was we weren't getting like the large NBA package television wise back then. You get it on TBS Tuesday, Fridays, nothing really on the weekends, just Tuesday, Friday. But college basketball ran every day but Friday back then, so on
Yeah.
TV. So we was always getting some on ESPN. Saturday you get CBS, even NBC used to kick games back then, y'all. So it was always on in my house. Cats in my neighborhood were all in it. It's like, we all aspired to go to Big E school, so we realized how cold this shit was. you
Mhm.
know, not our type of climate, but it was always that way. So from like the 85 Final Four, which Memphis was in, going forward, it was just always looking forward to March.
Germ, let's bring you into the conversation. I said Germ is the old soul, but Germ is a little bit younger than us. So I definitely want to get his perspective because the game, college basketball, for Germ's demographic had changed so much from what it was for
Mhm.
me, Ham, and MJ. So, Germ, some of your first college hoop memories or kind of what, even not first memory, what got you into it?
Well, with me being from Ohio and college basketball never really being on my horizon young, because my mother, well, let's just face it, my mother wasn't really a big like college basketball fan. Um, she wasn't really a big college sports fan either. That's kind of something I kind of developed with my own love of actual sports. But I just remember the year that Ohio State had not only a big recruiting class for basketball, but it was also football. And that was the year that both schools actually went to the actual Final Four or finals, and actually
And
both
lost
of
to
them
Florida.
lost to Florida, both of them. So
Crazy.
what's funny is I didn't really feel like Ohio State football team was going to win, but in the same breath, I didn't feel like Ohio State's basketball team was going to win. I felt like they was a little too small. Besides, but that was also the year that they had Greg Oden, so
Mm.
everybody was just excited. But what you seen in that game is you seen whoever was supposed to be in that game, whoever was going to be a professional, showed up and they played. I mean, for example, Conley didn't play too bad in that national championship game, and neither did Oden. Them is the only two cats that look like they should have been on the floor with Florida. So, with that being said, I'm look, I'm excited about it because college basketball for me, like I was there for the Josh Hart shot. That shot, I still remember that shot. I remember, like I said, Florida, Ohio State, Tar Heels run. Low key, Ham, you never knew this, but I'm actually a Blue Devil fan. So I don't know where
I'm
it
not as
happened.
much as I used to be, but
Me neither, because it's not the
right.
same. Not the same.
Landscape changing too.
Yeah.
You know, so,
So I mean, I went back and I actually went because once I got into it, I actually went back and I really like researched the history of what the Duke basketball players have done historically, just not even just in college, but what they went on to the NBA. That's where my love for Grant Hill comes from. Because that's probably one of the coldest cats that Coach K ever had.
Absolutely. And then the side note with that is like that same game that Trav was referring to, March 28th, 92. I was actually on the Kentucky side. I wasn't a Duke fan then. You know, I'd actually become a Duke fan until Coach K really started going to the hood to get brothers, to go to Augusta, Georgia and get Will Avery, go to Peekskill and get Elton Brand, you know what I'm saying, of that caliber. That's where it's like, okay, he evolved and I could turn the corner with him with that. And then they still getting the same result. They still hooping. And they actually left him early. They were the first dudes that left him early.